Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I play the shots. I call the calls. We in this bitch. It's going down. Yeah, I'm the king that with my motherfucking crown.
What is up, guys? It's Jake from Team Insanity. That's Marcus right there. And I'll get into the commentary. I'll get into like the actual what's going on in like 2 seconds. So, you're gonna see me rope paint at first, and it's gonna look like that it's absolutely roping at nothing. But don't worry, I am actually shooting at something and someone. I mean, I hope I was shooting at someone. I was definitely shooting at something. And here's Phil getting ready to start the game, and we're just strategizing. Make sure that you always make sure that you have your shat together before the game starts. That's for sure. And basically, we're just I'm just telling them what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, you know, shoot a little area, give them a little bit of cover, and all that fun stuff. Here we go, and starts. And I rope some paint. So in this game, I'm using the Mini GS, and I'm using the Numet frame on it. That was the stretched out prototype frame. It was actually really cool. And yes, this was my old die rotor. One of them that I owned, unfortunately. And, I mean, I did love that speed feed. It was really nice. But anyway, so, basically, what I was doing was I told Marcus, I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to rope him at the very beginning. And that means you can run into the woods, and you're camouflaged. You go before me, you get ahead of me, and so that way, when you go ahead of me, you can flank and lead the way, and I'll just be right behind you, paving the way, basically, and just, you know, making a bunch of noise. And that's what I'm doing right here. But, doesn't really work out, because Marcus didn't really go the way that I expected him to go. He did a little bit something different. Little bit miscommunication. So I'm on the flank. So once I figured out that I was sort of over here all by myself, I'm just like, okay, what I'll do is I'll just come over here and start doing everything myself then. And I'm just trying to one ball. This is a really long shot. I'm probably shooting maybe 100 yards. I'm trying to shoot at least. Now, maybe a good 75 yards. I'm trying to shoot them, trying to get them a good 75 yards out. And, I mean, it is possible, but it was very unlikely that I would get it, you know, that I'd hit them. And I wasn't really wasting much paint. One of the reasons why right here is because there's no point in wasting paint. I was just adjusting, trying to see if you know, some of my shots were a little bit too high, some of them were a little bit too low. Most of them were a little bit too low, so I'm adjusting. And then it was a little bit of a windy day out there, out in the middle of the field, so my paint was curving out a little bit. So I'm trying to adjust a little bit, just trying to see if I can catch anyone being a little sloppy, poking their head out. But what I'm shooting at is I'm shooting at the trench team. In this game, basically there's 3 teams. Okay, so there's 3 teams, and one team is a defending team. And I thought I broke a ball or something at the beginning. That's why I was checking my barrel. I put my pinky in there to see if I had any broken paint or anything, because it was curving, but that was because it was windy. Once you get out to the little bit middle of the field, it kind of circulates a little bit in there. And the little itty-bitty wind, you know, once you're shooting that far off and the ball start losing velocity, the wind takes it like, just like no one's business, basically. So, now, I noticed I wasn't really going to be able to do much and then spot anymore. And no one was really with me. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep on flanking. This wasn't really supposed to be my job in this game. I had 5 pods on me. I really just wanted to go through and just waste 5 pods. Well, not really waste, but I wanted to shoot 5 pods. But anyway, so about the team in the middle. This is called Oreo Cookie. This is probably my all-time favorite game. I loved playing this game when I first started playing Lone Wolf. This game is a ton of fun no matter what team that you're on. So there's a middle team. Like I said, there's 3 teams. That middle team is basically their only job is to make sure that no one gets the flag. There's a flag right in the middle of the field, and they just have to make sure none of the other 2 teams touch it. I'm on one of the attacking teams, so there's 2 teams. There's one team way far side of the other bridge that we started off at. Or we restarted off at. We're one team, and then they started, you know, way other. If you've watched our videos at the other bridge, basically where all the other games start at. And so there's probably 5-6 guys in the middle, and they're just stuck in the trenches. They really have no job but just to stop everyone. They get no lives, but sometimes they get a medic. In this game, I can't remember if they had a medic or not. Honestly, this game was probably, I want to say it was a good 9 months ago, 9-10 months ago. So it's kind of faded. I remember very parts, just know it was Oreo cookie. But that's why at the very beginning of the game, you saw me shoot a little bit of paint at the beginning. Because they started off where they could see us. And that's basically, they have one of the best spots on the field because they can just absolutely pave the entire field. They can just pave it like a damn road, honestly. They can just destroy it. But the thing is that we have respawns. We get to respawn. We get to come back to life if we want to. So once we're hit, all we have to do is wipe off our hit. Well, first you're supposed to go back to your base, tag up, wipe off your hit, and then go back out, and then you're set. But you can get spawn killed and all that good stuff from the team in the middle. I mean, it's kind of hard. They know what they're doing. Jacob's bending down in front of me, showing me his booty. Just got out of the shower, fresh out the shower dough. And as you see, I haven't really been doing much. That's why I'm doing a commentary currently, because the biggest reason why this kind of boring gameplay at this part, there's going to be a good 7 minutes where not jack happens.
Put that bro tank sun down.
Yeah, you look like a faggot. Stop flexing.
Did you guys miss a beach ball about the size going about that way?
And as you see, since Jacob had to distract me with his skinny arms, as you see, there's this giant tree. This is like the biggest tree on Lone Wolf property, actually. I know it's all the way in the back. And right here, I'm all the way behind them. To my right is the swamp. So I have to be sort of mindful about the swamp. I didn't really want to go through the swamp because it was still sort of a wet season. And I didn't feel like being that sneaky, to be honest with you, that I wanted to go all the way behind the swamp. And there would have been no point in going all the way behind the swamp unless if I was just pissed off and wanted to be a dick and spawn kill everyone. Because if I went all the way through the swamp, I'd basically end up at the other opponent. I'd end up at their spawn point. So I mean, I could just sit there and shoot them all day as many times as I want, and that's not really fun for them, and they didn't really do anything to me. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a nice guy. We're all having fun here, playing paintball. I'm just gonna go and pursue the middle team, pursue the flag like I'm supposed to. So that's why I didn't take the swamp. Because I'm a nice guy, but I'm a rich prick at the same time, according to everyone on the internet, but yeah. And so, this is sort of the boring part. Now, if you see, I'm trying to get up to that 2-story bunker right there, right in front of me, and I'm looking, there's people inside of that building. That's the middle team, that's the trench team. They can have that building. That is their building, basically. And they're inside of that, and so I'm trying to move very carefully. No one knows I'm back here. They completely forgot about me. It's been 5 minutes since I took my last shot. You know, it's probably been even longer, to be completely honest with you. So I'm trying to move very, very diligently, I guess you could say. I'm trying to move very quick, but not too quick. I'm not, I'm stopping at this bunker. I'm not making big moves. I'm watching their body language, and I'm just sort of going really. I'm going quick but slow at the same time. I'm not going too fast, but I'm not going too slow. And I get right up there, and I do have a good shot on one of the guys in there, but the thing is that there's 3 guys in there. Or there might have been 2 at this point. I can't really remember. But there's 2 people inside of there, at least. My heart's pounding at this point because I'm basically right on the enemy lines. I'm seeing them. They don't see me. And I'm just trying to be I'm trying not to give away too much. I'm trying to hide my mask a little bit behind this bunker, as you see. I'm wearing my nice dye i4s with the nice blue lens, and I'm thinking about taking a shot. But the problem is I didn't want to give away my position because I spent, we're 9 minutes and 15 seconds into this gameplay. I spent 9 minutes to get all the way back here. So, I mean, it's kind of stupid for me to just go and try to take dumb shots and get myself called out. Because once they know I'm back here, it'll be everyone's on the field's going to know that I'm back here, and then it's not going to work. And then I just won't have enough time to do this again. Basically, this is just a one-shot opportunity that I have right here. and I'm just trying to not to give myself away a little bit. I'm watching the swamp, making sure there was someone in the swamp on the other team, but again, I'm being very, very passive right now because I can't give up this spot. I'm the farthest. I'm on the both enemy lines. I'm all the way behind them. They have absolutely no idea where I'm at on the field. So I'm being very passive. I'm ready. I'm waiting for this guy to see if he's going to see me come out of the swamp. I'm ready. Guns loaded. I'm waiting to see if he's going to actually come out of the swamp and catch me. And I'm also trying to watch two-story to make sure that they move. But the other reason why I didn't take a crazy shot is because look at that down tree that's in front of me. I would have to shoot through all of that brush and just hope that I would get a shot in on one of them, and then I would have to worry about shooting the other guy, that's a completely different struggle. And that is when they start moving around in there, and then they start moving because that two-story is connected to their whole entire trench. And this is where I start getting antsy. Once I see them start to move out of this, that's when I want to go pursue them. Because right here I don't have nearly as much cover. So as they start moving out of this bunker, they start crawling. I don't see them for a good solid 10, no, it's probably a good solid 30 seconds before I made my move. This is the most dangerous part. Walking in the middle of the field, I'm very exposed in the back of two-story right there. And I'm checking the corner, making sure no one's there. This is the part where my heart is pounding because I just saw them 30 seconds ago. I know they're super close to me. I know they're really close inside of this trench right now. And there's the rest of my team, and I'm telling them that there's two people. That was the people that I was talking to at the very beginning of the game. That's Marcus. Now he's coming on the flank with me. He's not nearly as deep as me. And I'm just seeing, and I see that Travis, I'm seeing all the enemies to my right over here, but I don't want to take them out. I want to take out the people in the trench first. And they moved up to this front building, and I'm trying to take one shot at a time so I don't give it all away all too quick. I do end up taking one of them out. There was probably, I think there was 3 in that front bunker guarding the flag. They're guarding the flag right there. And now that I'm in here, basically I'm going to get shot at my own team, and I'm going to get shot from all 2 enemy teams. Because here's the thing, now I'm in the enemy base, so the team, other than my team that was on the flank, they're going to think, oh, that's an enemy inside of that building. And this is where they spotted me, that it's because I shot at them and got one of them out. Now they know that I'm in this building. The cover's blown. I know I don't have much time left. So I'm just going to try to do a little bit of work here. Now that they know, now that my, cover is basically blown. But I got all the way behind them. But I'd rather have my cover be blown in this giant building than my cover blown, in that little small, just sheet of plywood in the middle of the woods. And Travis was shooting at me. I'm trying to tell him, I'm trying to get his attention to let him know that it's me. Even though we're not on the same team, he stopped shooting at me because we need to take out the middle. We need to take out the middle guys, because either way, if we don't take out the middle team, this game is completely pointless because they'll just be able, like I said, to mow us down. And that guy one of the guys from my team ends up running and grabbing the flag. Or no, he ends up running. He gets hit, and then I take out a guy in the trench, or I took that guy out that I was snapping with. Travis and I are sort of working together. We're both shooting at the people in the trench. Marcus, that I was talking to earlier, is pushed up to the rock pile, and he's starting to move up into the trenches. So we're really pushing this flag hard. My heart's pounding. I'm right in front of all the enemies, basically. And I got enemies to my right. I have my team shooting at me from my left, putting paint down, trying to stop the guy from running. And then he ended up making the run. So the enemy team, the other team that we were facing, ended up winning. And probably if I would have taken those guys out in the trenches, that probably wouldn't have happened. But it's whatever. It happens. It was a fun game. It was what it was. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I know it was a little bit shorter, boring, and more of a gameplay. But this is what I wanted to change it up and do a little bit of woods ball for you guys, because I know some of you are itching to see the woods ball stuff, and I'm itching to get out in the woods. Have a tournament coming up Sunday, so don't know about the Sunday footage. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave any comment down in the comment section. Peace.